After 2 years of a respectful marriage, I suspected my husband Zhang Yi wanted to kill me. I wrote a divorce agreement and ran away. Later, his fingers traced up my ankle, gently tugging the chain. His eyes were dark and unfathomable. Be good. Tell me you love me, okay? I had seen him whispering to the empty air again. I crept back into bed. My thoughts in chaos. He returned. I kept my eyes shut, feeling him pull the blanket back over me. A strange silence fell. I knew he was staring at me. Just when I thought he might do something, the rustling stopped and all was quiet. Eventually, I dared to open my eyes. His profile was beautiful, sharp, elegant. Even asleep, he lay perfectly still. I remembered how stunning he'd been when we first met. Set up on a blind date 2 years ago. He was mature, gentle, refined. He thought I was so lucky. Even now, even suspecting he might want me dead, he still covered me. I smiled bitterly. At first, I hadn't believed it, but his odd behavior over the past few days was hard to ignore. At breakfast, he cooked as always. He didn't like strangers in the house. He said toast and milk in front of me. A little hot. Eat slowly. He wore an apron, his chest muscles and slim waist outlined. His rolled-up sleeves revealed defined arm muscles. He was elegant, but strong. Before, he'd have been charmed. Now, I realized he could snap my neck with one hand. I touched my throat. Does it hurt? He frowned, reaching for my head. I flinched away. Just a tickle in my throat. He took his hand back. Good. I cowed and finished my food. I said I had a work dinner and would drive myself. With him there, I cowed and think straight. From his perspective, he watched her leave. The floating comments appeared. They laughed at him. They said the real male lead was coming back. They said his wife didn't love him. She is mine, he said. He took the half-eaten toast and ate it slowly. The sweetness on his tongue reminded him of her. Why would he ever let her go? That afternoon, he called. He was downstairs with lunch. He'd never come to my office before. In the car, he handed me a tissue and a box of my favorite foods. He even brought chilled mung bean soup because my throat had bothered me that morning. He was so good to me. I started to doubt myself. In 2 years. He'd never hurt me. Even in bed, he was gentle. The only rough time was when I'd been drunk and initiated it. He asked about work. I asked back. He looked surprised I never asked. I choked on my soup, spilling a few drops on my clothes. He leaned in to wipe it off. Our faces were close. His fingers brushed my waist, making me squirm. He'll do it, I said, pushing his hand away. He stopped, then quietly said, We're married. You never have to apologize. I met his eyes. For a second, they were dark, predatory. I felt a chill. Then they were warm again. I finished eating quickly and got out of the car. He grabbed my arm. You forgot your drink. That afternoon, I met with a client. Was Zi Ting, an old high school classmate. We signed the contract. He asked me to dinner. We went to an old familiar place. He said he had something to tell me. Before he could say it, someone interrupted. Lin Yan? I looked up. Zhang Yi. He said He'd remembered this restaurant from his school days and decided to pick up dinner. He asked Zi Ting to join them, then shook his head and said no. He'd go. He leaned close to me. Don't drink. My face burned. I remembered the last time I'd been drunk. He left. I felt guilty for thinking He'd followed me. Zi Ting said Zhang Yi seemed nice. Later, Zi Ting asked to walk me home. I said no. Boundaries. He said I could contact him if I ever needed help. That night, Zhang Yi was waiting. He held me. He was drunk, he said. He asked if he could do to me what had done to him. Before I could think about how He'd driven drunk, he tied my hands with his tie. Half asleep, I felt myself being carried downstairs. I cowed and see. Be good, he whispered. I relaxed. Then I felt cold metal on my ankle. He tried to pull away, but his fingers intertwined with mine. I cold pressure on my belly. I woke with a start. It was a dream? My ankles still felt bound. I went to the basement. The door was locked. On the floor, a diamond earring, the one I'd lost last month. Not a dream. I avoided him for days. He said he was going on a business trip. HED hired a cook. The moment he left, I moved back to the master bedroom and slept soundly. How did he know I had trouble sleeping anywhere else? The next day, I went with Yi Ting to visit our old homeroom teacher. They'd left the divorce papers on the coffee table. At a cafe, Yi Ting asked if I was having marriage problems. I said I just wanted a divorce. His expression grew serious. Zhang Yi is not what he seems, he said. My family was forced to leave the country. Because of him. He's been in love with you since high school. I was shocked. I didn't even know him in high school. He was in our class for a year, Ziting said. Back then, he was called Zhang Yan. My heart pounded. Zhang Yan, the boy who'd been expelled for assault. Memories surfaced. A dark alley. A thin, gloomy boy. A bloody weapon in his hand. And red-rimmed eyes staring at me through stringy hair. Ziting said Zhang Yan had been diagnosed with manic episodes. He was dangerous. He asked if I still loved him. He offered to take me away with him the next day. I shook my head. I'm fine here. At the airport the next day, Zhang Yi found me. He drugged me. I woke up chained to the bed. He sat beside me, his arms around me, his face in my hair. Are you awake? Are you hungry? He asked. His eyes were different now, stormy, possessive. I called him by his old name. He traced his tongue across my palm. I pulled back, but he held on. When did you know? I asked. Why did you hide it? You wouldn't have married me. He said. You liked Yi Ting. I never liked Yi Ting, I said. He didn't believe me. I kissed him lightly. His eyes lit up. He kissed me back. Hard. He stopped pretending. He fed me while I sat on his lap. He explained that he liked watching me eat his food, as if I were consuming him piece by piece. I asked why HED never told me. HED saved me that day. You're afraid of blood, he said. The way you tremble is beautiful, but I don't want you to fear me. I asked about Yi Ting. He said, why do you keep bringing him up? You still like him. I insisted I'd never liked him. Then who do you like? He asked. You, I said. He thought I was lying. I reminded him of the divorce papers. He'd been afraid he wanted to kill me. His eyes went red. He kissed me again and again, whispering his love. He led me to the basement. My photos covered the wall, sleeping, sitting, crying, smiling. My lost things filled glass cases. The bed from my dream was there. I asked what HED pressed against my stomach. A little toy, he said. It was all a misunderstanding. But now I knew. And he was done hiding. I asked him to take off the chain. You don't like being tied up? He asked. No, I said. Then tie me up instead, he said. I refused. His face fell. I sighed, grabbed the chain, and reached down. He stopped me, placing my hand on his collar. Here, he said. A chain jingled softly at his neck. I looked away. He was trembling with excitement. He pulled me close and whispered, Be good. Tell me you love me. I sighed and held him. I love you. Don't hurt yourself. He carried me back to the bed downstairs. I wrapped my arms around his shoulders. I liked this version of him. He kissed me and whispered, There's more. Let's have it together.